best coach in conference history. In a league as steeped in track and field tradition as the Big Ten, that distinction alone is Hall of Fame worthy. On Wisconsin, and in 30 years in charge of the Badgers, Ed Nuttycombe's list of accomplishments go on and on and on. Nuttycombe was a 4-year letter winner competing in the pole vault and decathlon at Virginia Tech. After graduating in 1977, he took his first coaching job as an assistant at Northern Illinois, where he also completed his master's degree. He began his legendary career at Wisconsin when he signed on as an assistant in 1980. And from the moment he accepted the head coaching job in Madison in 1984, through the day he stepped down in 2013, he spent 30 years building and maintaining a powerhouse that dominated the ovals throughout the Big Ten. Of the conference's 60 team titles awarded during his 3 decades in charge at UW, the Badgers claimed 26, 13 indoor, 13 more outdoor, a total greater than each of the next 3 schools combined. Nuttycombe's squad won an outdoor Big Ten team title in his second year, 1986, but really hit their stride with three-peats from 1995 to 97, and again in 2000 to 2002. There was a streak of 4 in a row from 2004 to 2007, and a capper in 2012. His indoor championships followed a similar pattern. League crowns in 86, 95 through 97, 2000, 2001, and then 6 in a row from 2003 to 2008, and one final title in his final season, 2013. In 2007, his Cardinal and White Thin Clads achieved something no Wisconsin or any Big Ten team had ever done, winning an NCAA Division I indoor team championship, a historic first for the school and the conference. That was preceded by an impressive third-place team finish in 2005 and followed by another third-place showing in Nuttycombe's final season. A fourth-place outdoor finish tied the program's all-time best at the NCAAs from way back in the 30s. Nuttycombe coached 5 Olympians, 11 NCAA individual champions, and 165 Big Ten champs. Tonight, Ed joins his father, Charles, a 2005 inductee into the Coaches Hall of Fame, and they are the first father and son duo enshrined together in this hall. One of the great coaches in the history of the Big Ten, he is Ed Nuttycombe, Wisconsin, 2014 Coaches Hall of Fame inductee.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ed Nuttycombe.
I've got some big shoes to fill from a speaking standpoint, all these wonderful speakers behind me. I'd like to thank the Coaches Association, the Board of Directors, and the Hall of Fame Awards Committee. And a special thanks to Sam Seams and his great staff for putting this incredible event together, and all the work that he does and his staff does throughout the year in the name of our sports. Congratulations to my fellow inductees. Job very well done. Some of the previous inductees had a very positive influence on me, whether they knew it or not. Dennis Craddock, Stan Huntsman, John McDonnell, Harry Groves, Mel Rosen, Peter Tegan, Dave Walker, amongst numerous others. But I'd like to briefly acknowledge 3 very special people that were particularly influential on me as a person and my coaching career. Marty Pushkin, my college coach at Virginia Tech, who recruited me out of high school and made me realize that coaching in the college ranks was what I wanted to do for my career. And Dan McClyman, who gave a young 28-year-old aspiring coach the opportunity to begin his career at a great institution like the University of Wisconsin. I will always be indebted to him for giving me the opportunity, and I thank him for that. And to Charles Nuttycombe, my father, mentor, advisor, and inspiration. And for those of you that know me, this is the original Coach Nutty. I'm Coach Nutty 2.0. When I was a young boy, I don't think I fully grasped or realized all the things that I was taking in when I would hang around and follow him at his track practices for all those years. Very few people have the luxury to call one job a career, let alone a profession where you just can't wait to get to the office the next day. It's been said that work is not work if you're passionate about what you do. Well, I can assure you, not a whole lot of days at Wisconsin felt like work. It was truly a labor of love. I think some of my colleagues before me mentioned a few of these things. No one in the college coaching ranks does this job alone. I've had remarkable assistant coaches over the years, and I learned one thing very early on as a young head coach: hire good assistants and let them coach. I wanted them coaching with me, not for me. When you have gifted, long-time serving staff like Al Dockery, Martin Smith, Mark Napier, Jerry Schumacher, Mark Guthrie, Dave Ostrowskis, and Mick Byrne, the best thing to do is give them a little guidance, some inspiration, and get out of their way. Let them do their thing. And as for the athletes, I've always strived to remember that they are people first and deserve the same respect that you hope that you can earn from them. During my career, I often felt like I was many times learning as much from them as I was hopefully offering back. Young people have a wonderful way of bringing new concepts, ideas, and ways of thinking about issues. They really do keep you young at heart. In the words of that great philosopher, Yogi Berra, you can observe a lot just by watching. All I've expected from them was to try to be the best they could be and work hard, give me their best effort on game day. We could live with whatever those results were. What have I learned along the way? Well, I guess I did learn that it was a lot more fun when you were winning. But there are deeper issues, deeper things. Every competitive situation that you and your athletes may confront is a teaching opportunity. Regardless of how bad that moment or situation feels, don't miss that opportunity to be an educator. In the end, it really is truly all about the athletes. As a young aspiring coach, I don't think I fully appreciated the effect and things that the athletes count on us for. As the years went by and I heard back from athletes about their college experiences, I realized just how important we are as teachers, motivators, mentors, listeners, supporters, and sometimes even surrogate friends and parents. When asked what I was most proud of in my career, some might think it might be an NCAA trophy or perhaps a conference championship. But truthfully, that's not it. It was the fun and relationships that I had with my staff, athletes, and fellow coaches around the country. I don't think I'm ever going to miss that paperwork or that next meeting, but I can assure you I will miss that camaraderie. Thanks to my friends and former athletes who made the special trip here to be with me, to my brothers and sisters who traveled here from Virginia, Chuck and his wife Debbie, Graham and wife Susan, Jenny and her husband Mike and their children, Aaron and Graham. And I'm especially lucky to have my parents here with me, Mom and Dad. Thanks for always being there and teaching me to be a good person. Dad, you're in a Hall of Fame. Mom, if there were a Mother's Hall of Fame, I can assure you you'd be at the front of the list. It's wonderful to have my daughter here to share this moment with me. Thanks for traveling out. You probably didn't miss the 2 boys at home you left, especially since they were sick this weekend. And to my wife, Diane, for all her love and support. And you know, I just realized that she was at home raising my 2 children when I was off on the road raising other people's children. It is about family. It is about people. I'd like to share a closing personal message to my colleagues here, and I still consider you to be my colleagues. This is my sport, my passion, my love. Time changes all things, and we as a sport must realize and change with the times. 10 years ago, CDs were the prominent way of listening to music. Smartphones, they weren't so smart. Social media was in its infancy. No Facebook, no Twitter, no Google+. There was no TV conference cable channels, no Power 5 conferences, and we've heard about the budgets that have changed. Well, many budgets have doubled in this past decade. And our Coaching Association's strategic planning document, our stated overall mission that we all share, is to make our sports and athletes more valued and more relevant on each of our campuses. In today's society, right or wrong, value and relevance are many times quantified by interest generated by media, exposure, event attendance, and perceived prominence on each of our institution's campuses. I'm a very, very positive person by nature. Nonetheless, I see numerous societal changes and developments at the NCAA level that bring renewed challenges to this mission, to our mission. But these developments can also bring opportunity. We must recognize and acknowledge that we need to be aggressive, proactive, and innovative in our approach to the development and presentations of our sport in the future. It is indeed truly an honor. I thank you from the deepest of my heart. I thank all of you for being here tonight. Have a great convention, a wonderful holiday season, and a successful new year.
Presenting the Hall of Fame Award, Hall of Fame Class of 2005 inductee, Charles Nuttycombe.